How often do you say, I have to do something, or I cannot go, I do not have time, I do not have this, I do not have that? Lately, I have been doing a lot. I have been doing more than I normally would. And it's a choice. It's a choice that I make to do all of those things. Things that I love. But sometimes it does feel a little bit too much. I truly believe that when you say something such as, I cannot, or I do not have, I think that's mostly what I mean. This statement, I do not have time, is very comforting, right? To say that you don't have time, it's comforting because you don't have to do the thing, because you just don't have time. And that's the end. And I keep banging on this drum about the power of language, because we do have the power, but our words come before us. So whenever you say something about life, about yourself, those are true. And if they are not true yet, they will become the truth. And at the end, it's about reframing. Instead of saying, you also can say, I get to be a musician, I get to be a photographer, I get to wake up early, I get to exercise. But also reframing on, how can I? It's feeling like at the moment, I have a lot of time, but what can I do to have a lot of time? And that, just by saying that, it already makes me anxious, because it's a challenge. And I love challenges. But challenges are scary, because it takes you from the chair of, I am here just sitting because I know what I can do and I know what I cannot do, and puts you on the treadmill of, let's go, let's do something about this, what can I do? And it's almost like, I've got to find a solution. I do not have the road, I just have the end goal. How am I going to get there? So it's also important to distinguish between real life scenarios and like real limitations and self-imposed limitations, because there are things that you can do in your day and there are things that you cannot do, because the day has only 24 hours. And if you say that you want to write a book in a day, that is something that would be very difficult. But if you say, I want to write a book, how can I do it? And actionable steps. Many people with few resources, and you can see that in the world, they can still succeed. And we can all achieve things that we want to do. And I don't know what it would be for you. But for me, I want to be able to live my best life every day. I want to be able to enjoy life. And to be present every day. And whatever your goals are, if you are perhaps a father, a mother, and you want to be a mom, be a present father, and you want to nourish yourself and you want to nourish your children, there are things that you can do instead of just accepting that you're just not going to do that thing that is your dream because you don't have time. And that is not hopeful at all. In my case, I was thinking about it yesterday. Feeling overwhelmed sometimes, it's a good thing. Because when you're overwhelmed, you just haven't found a way yet. You just haven't found how to bake the cake. You've got all the ingredients and you're like, okay, what's the recipe here? How do I do this? I've never baked a cake before, but cakes have been baked. People are baking cakes every day, but I have not learned how to bake this cake yet. How can I do it? And when you tell yourself kind words and you tell yourself that I will get there, right now is a difficult moment, but I will get there. It's just a matter of time. And I'd rather be feeling like this today. And especially in a world that we're just wanting things to be done yesterday. Most things take time. It takes time to develop. It takes time to think about, to have a vision. It takes time to mature. Next time that you find yourself saying that you cannot do things, think about what kind of tools have you got in your toolbox, and what kind of things can you work with, and who can you get inspiration from. I will take inspiration today by remembering that I have all the ingredients and I'm gonna go on a quest to find a recipe, and I hope that you can also find a recipe. And if you don't find a recipe, you're gonna make your own. And I'm sure that the cake that you bake is gonna be delicious. Save me a slice, please. See you guys